Welcome, one and all. I am going to create a new world while I explain to you a little bit what this is. I'm planning on making a series. It will be a Let's Play, as you probably saw from the title. And what I'm going to do is I will play every second on camera and just have some fun with it. Forgive me for it might be a tiny bit laggy as the world loads in, but overall, I really enjoy the game of Minecraft, and playing it on camera sounds fun to me. So, we're going to see how this thing goes. If you like it, fantastic. Excited to have you here. If this isn't the thing for you, don't even worry about it. We're going to build some things and just kind of see how it goes. My tentative goal is to do this until I get all the achievements in the game, something I've never actually done. And I'm excited to see if I can do it. But I do play the game a tad bit unorthodox. I guess I always have. And so we will just play things in the way which I normally do. So first things first, obviously I'm going to get a pick, and we're pretty much going to go straight to stone. And I need to open up this book. This book's super helpful for me. I always check the box that shows me quick crafting. And we'll grab some stone. I'm not a speed runner or anything, so don't get your hopes up. But I do enjoy playing the game, and I enjoy talking. So I thought maybe this would be a fun little thing to try out. After we get a sufficient amount of stone here, cobblestone to be exact, we're going to go hunting for a place to build and a village, because an iron... Oh, brother. Yeah, loading in new worlds is always a bit laggy, like I said, so please bear with me as my frames jump around. Hopefully that should be cleared up very shortly. But again, I am just looking for a village and a place where I think I could build something cool. So that's what we're looking for. And I'm not sure. Maybe we go snag some dark oak, but I'd also like to see what's on the other side. We spawned on top of, maybe I'll call it a hill. It doesn't quite seem to be a mountain, but it's giving us a good vantage point to see what we've got around ourselves. Some animals, not too worried about them. A lot of beehives here. Oh, and there appears to be a village. So we're going to go this way, most likely. I'm going to check out the other side just quickly. Wow, very biome diverse. We got the dark oak, we got spruce, we got birch. I forgot what was over there. We got mushrooms. Okay, this is the direction we are going to go. We're going to go check that village out. At least I think that's a village. The goal is also not to die, but I don't have the heart to play in hardcore and have the potential to lose everything. That would stress me out and take a lot of the fun out of the game. So maybe someday I'll be competent enough of a Minecraft player. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to see what this village has to offer before we make any stone tools. Hopefully some food. And then I'd love it if within the first 3 episodes here we could get an iron farm. a good iron farm up and running, because that is kind of the engine of the means of production for me building things. Iron farm is very, very important. Okay. And this is nice and flat. This seems like a solid area to do it. I normally build one up in the air. Also, a big thing is we don't want these villagers to die. So after we check out their homes a little bit, we're probably going to lock a few into their homes to keep them safe, of course. Okay. Let's keep checking around. There's got to be something good. We're going to take this bed. And we'll probably take the hay bales too. Not to eat. Well, maybe to eat. Depends on how bad things get. But most of the time I like to decorate builds with hay bales. And so it is easiest to just snag them from villages you go to. Even though this is appearing to be, I've already been in here, quite the small village. That's okay though. Oh, I can't sprint anymore. That's not ideal. Alright, I said we weren't going to eat any of the hay, but we are. Changed my mind. Ooh, and a beehive. Alrighty. I guess we set up in here for a moment. Wheat, bread. Now we have some food. But farming wheat is always just the worst, in my opinion. So I don't really want to. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, I don't want to farm wheat. That is kind of the last thing I want to do. Okay. Well, there doesn't appear to be anything for us here. What are those? Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Okay. Well, next thing is next. We must find some iron, hopefully, so we can get rolling. And it's tough to tell what crops these are, but we'll use that later. We've got a bed. That's nice. And let's just pop into one of these caves quick and see if we can find some iron right on the edge, because that will be quite helpful. And then we're going to need to snag some blocks of some sort so that we can build an iron farm, because that is pretty much my number one priority. And let's get organized down here on the hotbar. Iron farms make everything so much easier. And we have to be careful not to die. I should probably make a shield. Ooh, I don't like hearing zombies. Okay. Everything is eerily quiet, which is always when a creeper sneaks up, so we gotta be a little bit careful here. Again, like I said, this is it will be a true Let's Play. I'm gonna try not to die, and if you want, you don't have to, right? If you enjoy something else, go watch something else. I don't care. But if you want, you can be with me for every step of the way, because I'm going to record the good, the bad, and the ugly, and not do any jump cuts. For some of the farms, I try to set farms up in a passive way where I don't have to physically be there. I can just They run as I'm doing other things in the area, and most of the time that works. There are some farms where you have to be there, and so for those, I may AFK them away, but I would make that very clear. I just can't imagine anyone wants to see my computer running while there's a hogland farm below me or something in the nether. That doesn't sound very good for anybody. My computer, you, anyone else. Okay, we need to make sure our iron farm's far enough away from the village. And I also, now that I found a village, it's a matter of where do we actually want to build something cool? That's the question. Okay, we're going to get, whoops, a little setup here. Could use a furnace. That village, on a scale of 1 to 10, was probably one of the worst villages I've ever seen. It is very small. They have very few useful things. Good, we're sleeping. I'm deathly afraid of mobs in this game, so you will get to see me avoid death. Okay, since our goal is all the achievements, salmon, let's take a look. We're probably going to end up getting set up before we actually start going for any of them. Whoa, what even is this? Adventure, exploration, and combat. Did I not get that? I have the bed. Jukebox. Okay. Nothing important as of yet. Oh, I forgot the game pauses. We're going to snag some dirt. And I can tell you right off the bat, this iron farm's going to be so ugly for so long. And hopefully, someday we can cover it with something not awful. Okay, we're going to let our furnace run out here. And we're going to make an iron pick, an axe, and we're going to want to make a sword as well. And this is going to be it. Hopefully we won't need anything else. There we go. Sticks. Grab our sword and maybe a few torches. Okay. We are good to go. We got food, backup food. Now the question is, where do we put this iron farm? I kind of want to explore a little bit more. See if there's slightly better terrain that we're missing out on. Maybe we'll make a boat. And picking a place to live becomes a lot easier when you have an elytra, but most of the time you're already set up enough that you don't want to move everything once you have the elytra. So I think we're just going to go here. This gives us opportunity, I think. Because there's some nice, we could build some buildings up there that would look pretty cool. Some other buildings up there. Maybe we live in the valley between the two mountains. And if I recall, iron farms don't function as well high up in the air. I forget what block it is. Maybe it's block 120. They function a little slower. But I could be completely wrong. So don't take my word for it. I am no expert. And it looks like this is wheat. so less than ideal. Someday we're going to build a creeper farm, so it might be wise to snag some salmon if we see some. Yeah, there's some salmon. We're going to snag some salmon and try to tame a cat or two. If we can. Because it would be better to have the cats and not need them than to need the cats and not have them. And I have needed some cats and not had them before. Okay, 2 salmon. Let's not choke to death here. 3. I guess drown. Drowned? That would be... You're not choking to death. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Okay. Get plenty of salmon here. And I think I've seen 2 different cats in that village. So we are going to make sure that they're both tamed for when we need them later. Because cats have a tendency to just kind of disappear on you. I speak from experience. There we go. Okay. This should be enough. If it isn't, there's more. We can come back. How much do we have? 12. That should be good. 14. I would almost guarantee we can get 2 cats with 14 salmon. And probably a baby cat as well. We for sure got it with 15. All right, come on. Time to find the cats. And part of the problem with cats is they really don't like you. So you'll see when I get close to this cat, it is going to scatter. Oh. That was nice. Okay. Whoops. Wasted a salmon. Come with me, cat. I'm not sure where the other one went off to. But we're going to look around for a little bit because cats are quite difficult to obtain otherwise. Or I guess more annoying to obtain otherwise. What is this guy doing? Okay. He's hanging out. And I don't even know where our cat went. I think I remember seeing some chickens over here. And cats kind of go after chickens, so maybe the other cat wandered over here? Or maybe there was only one cat. This is... Oh, nope, here it is. No, I don't want to eat. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Now where's our other cat? Don't tell me I've already lost one. That would be catastrophic. You see what I did there? Catastrophic? Alright. Not in the well. That's cat's worst nightmare. To get stuck in that well. Alright, I got one cat. Where'd the other one go? I have a feeling the cat's already gone. Come here. You are going to sit down right here. I really like this cat, too. It's got a nice color, and the eyes are kind of fun, too. It's a nice-looking cat. Okay. Hopefully we can find our other cat quickly. Oh, it's laying on the bed. You goofy goober. Come on. Sorry, buddy. Took your bed. That's one of the problems with cats. They'll sleep on your bed, in your furnace, and really anything they could sleep on. Anything that's potentially warm. They won't sleep on a campfire, so don't worry about that. But most of the time, if there's a bed or a furnace nearby, they will lay on it, and they won't actually be sitting down and staying. Now that the cats are sitting, they're not going to move. So they're locked in. But if I let this guy up, which I will, he's going to lay on this bed here. He's on the bed. Now he's going to lay down. Alright, he's going to sit down because I'm tired of waiting for him. Okay. So far, this has been a really successful start for me. I know it's not a lot being accomplished, but 2 cats is huge, and having a village with villagers, also huge. We got to make sure we sleep because the last thing I want to do is fight off a bunch of zombies. And we need to find some armor soon because looking like this is not ideal. Also, if you have any questions on the skin, I made it when I was like 12 and have not changed it since and will not change it. So that's that. All right. Iron farm. Oh, beets. That's kind of nice. And potatoes. We're just missing carrots, so hopefully we can find carrots somewhere. Yeah. What does that do to them? That makes them want to go home? Oh, yeah, you ring it during a raid. That's right. Okay, and I'm thinking iron farm right out there. Well, I don't know. Has to be far enough away from the village that it doesn't interact with it. That's very important. So we need to make sure it's far enough away from villagers that no one is interacting with it. And before we sleep here, we're going to let both our cats walk around a bit. I think I might actually go. This might be too close. I don't know. I might decide on the iron farm a little bit later because as of right now, I don't exactly know where I want to put it. I think I'd like to build between these two mountains, and maybe we could build some kind of giant bridge to connect the two. I am going to need to clear out the brush underneath to get a better feel for what things are going to look like, but let's snag our cats. At night, cats will bring you things. It's nice in the early game to stay out of the water. Jeez Louise. Okay. It's nice in the beginning of the game because... Okay, yeah. Get up. That's my bed. Absolute buffoon. So you see that cat's laying on the bed there. They brought me something. A feather. Glorious. Thanks, guys. Okay, now they're both sitting down. Everything should be good. And I have a feather, which is perfect because we're going to need to make a brush at some point. And there's no other easy way to get feathers. It's only from cats. Okay, so I think we're going to call it here. If you enjoyed and made it this far, thank you so very, very much for watching. There's our nice cats, and maybe we'll take a screenshot. If you cats could look towards me. Oh man, I should not be doing this. There, how about this? I want you guys to look at here and screenshot. Nailed it. This is perfect. Anyway, if you enjoyed and made it this far, thank you so much. And if you didn't, that's quite alright. If you made it this far and you didn't enjoy, no harm, no foul. Just don't tune in next time, you know? I only want you to watch if you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, don't worry about it. I am doing this for fun, not out of necessity. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you next time.